here is what's going on in sports on New Central 34.
50 guests and 5 years later, and this dummy still can't get it right.
Okay, no. Wait. This is on sportsmanlike conduct, isn't it? Right? Yeah.
Okay, mister. I'm the sports anchor and the producer. Bro, the show that you wrote us on 5 years ago, you know the show?
Double A Sports.
Dude, you're getting there. You're getting there. You're not quite there, but you're getting there. Like, you remember where you're at. You know what's going on. Like up here.
Well, not really, but I mean, but hey, okay, come on. Okay. Hello, all you sports fans in and around the great state of Michigan, and welcome to this installment of the Hot Seat Sports Talk.
I'm Eric Higgins.
I'm Jacob Donnelly.
I'm the Benjamin Clark.
I'm Brian Alder.
And I'm your host, Aron, and we're just 5 college sophomores that were 5 high school sophomores, right? Talking about everything that's sports related, college, pro, high school. Now look at us. Huh?
Long time ago.
Now look at
Now talking about the same old crap.
Except we're just old farts.
I wouldn't say that, but okay.
But we love it.
So, welcome back, guys.
Thanks, man.
All of you guys are back. This is awesome. So, what's been going on? Jake, what's been going on with you?
Central, a lot of schoolwork this past couple weeks. Been grinding.
Yeah.
Just had a good Thanksgiving, good to be home. Stuff
Good.
like that.
Brian?
I mean, junior now, Michigan State, just like Jake said, grinding through classes, a lot of exams. Home to see the family, home to see you guys. Everything's been going pretty well.
Benjamin?
That college thing, sure, we can stick with that. Actually, a custodian at Fraser Public School, shout out Fraser,
Let's go.
Okay.
I have been all over the state, in and out of esports tournaments for Northwood University. Shout out to the boys. Let's go Rocket League. Good stuff last week. That's about it for me.
Yeah, well, we're going to get to what I've been up to in a little bit.
Yeah, what have you been up to?
Yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit. Don't worry about it. It's cool you did. So, let's do some old segments that we used to do. Let's do it one more time. Since this is the last show ever for the Hot Seat Sports Talk, let's do a Hot Seat headlines, okay? Just throw out whatever's been on your mind. What's been on your mind in the sports world right now? You know, we just had Thanksgiving. Lions are 0-10-1. Don't even get me started on that 0-10-1. I wanted Pittsburgh to win that game so bad.
Jared Goff is the worst QB in the NFL.
Worst?
Yes.
Worst. Who's
Worst.
your second worst?
Who's your set? Yeah. Trevor Simeon?
Bottom 5.
Mason
He's
Rudolph.
definitely bottom 5.
He's bottom 5.
100%.
Trevor
But
Simeon.
like, if you're thinking starting QBs at the beginning of the year, all 32 teams, he is the worst QB.
Mike White.
Yeah, have you seen Jared Goff throw for 400 yards yet? Have you
No.
seen him throw for, I haven't seen him throw for 300, I don't think.
I haven't seen him throw the ball 25 yards down the field.
I would've said
No,
that.
he did.
He
He
did
did
for that
at
touchdown to
Thanksgiving.
Josh Reynolds.
That was the
Was it?
first time
Was
I seen
it?
him.
Okay.
First one.
30 yards.
I
I got you there, right?
When the season started, I saw him as, okay, this is going to be an absolute dumpster fire, no question. But, I mean, now that I'm seeing it, I still think it's going to be an absolute dumpster fire.
It has been.
But it's not as terrible as I thought it was going to be. I mean, I don't think he's the worst. I still think he's bottom 5.
That's why we got draft picks.
Yeah.
That's why we got picks,
Dude, we're
right?
playing for draft picks.
Oh, yeah. We're playing for number 1.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. This is...
I'm fine with that. Number 1, Detroit Pistons. I'm totally fine. Number 1, Detroit Lions. Just let's get this rolling.
Yeah, but Cade hasn't really shown up yet, in a sense.
Well, has the entire Pistons roster shown up?
Well,
Yeah, no
Do you even
trying to
watch
sell
the
teams.
games?
Isaiah
Do you
Stewart
watch-
showed up a couple of nights ago.
Yeah, fighting LeBron.
Well, yeah. Well, at least he showed up, right?
I got a question.
Yes,
Do you even watch the Pistons games?
sort of.
Then how can you say Kate hasn't showed up yet? You probably watch his bad ones.
He's had
That's actually
He's
kind of
been alright. He's been alright.
All right, so,
Okay, he's not putting up like a triple double every night.
Yeah.
Okay.
What rookie is?
He's not Russell Westbrook though.
LaMelo.
Westbrook is
He's
not
not a
even
rookie.
good on the
What about my
Lakers.
LaMelo take?
What is
He's
your
not
LaMelo
even
take?
good.
Hang on,
That team's
everybody.
washed anyway.
We need to
LaMelo's
hear
you
Jake's
guys-
LaMelo take.
Do you guys remember the show that we recorded before LaMelo came into the league? And I said, he's going to be a superstar.
I do remember this because we were
You
talking
guys
about
were
all
all
the.
Oh, I remember
over
him
coming
saying
at
he was
me.
going to be a bust.
I'm still waiting for it.
He's pretty good.
He's now done.
I mean, we'll have to see what happens after this season.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like as of this season, I will say I didn't expect a whole lot out of him, and I've seen so much. I also didn't expect him to be 6'7".
Literally.
Well,
Literally.
what about Lonzo on the Bulls?
The Bulls is going to be actually my hot take if I'm going to snatch that right in. They've been pretty surprising. It's been pretty fun to watch the Bulls.
Don't even
A
get me
bunch
started
of
on
free
DeRozan.
agents coming in. Everybody's kind of clicking. Yes, they've had some issues. They've had COVID run around them. They haven't had everybody playing at the same time. Injuries as well, but the Bulls have been fun to
Their
watch.
starting
not gonna lie.
five is very good.
Don't even get me started on DeRozan.
I'll get you started on Alex Caruso. He's honestly been pretty good for them. He's shown that he's a pretty good player.
Yeah.
So that's going to be my take. Chicago Bulls, pretty surprising.
Yeah,
Pretty
they've been pretty surprising. Trying to think in the West here. Utah's been okay.
Yeah, they've been just, they're
Utah-
quiet. They're quiet, good team.
Utah's always just there.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're like the Florida Panthers of hockey. They're just there.
Yep.
Trying to think who else.
Golden State has been very surprising.
Golden State's the number one team right now. They've been
When does
pretty
Clay
good.
come back?
A month, I think.
Well, they said
Still
He
waiting.
said he's working out right now.
Oh, yeah, he's been working
He's
out.
coming back a lot earlier than
Yep.
Christmas, I
thought.
think they said.
That'd be fun. Christmas game. The
Ooh.
Golden State's been playing really well, though. It's not even all about Steph, though. It's like their entire team has been cooking.
They're
Gary
very
Payton
deep, yeah.
second, Jordan
Jordan
Poole, Andre Iguodala's back. I mean,
Draymond's been
playing
even
all
Draymond's
right.
doing something.
It's just they're going back to their strengths, and then obviously Curry's been shooting the lights out. So
Oh, of course.
It's been fun watching Golden State play. I watched that game against which team was it? The 10 and 8 team. I don't know. I just watched the recent game, but it was actually they played really well.
So I have to ask you.
Yes, at least.
He's wearing your school,
Yes,
your football team this year.
it's been a
Yeah.
fun ride. Other than the two very bad losses, it's been a very fun ride.
Well, let's talk about Purdue first. Just honestly, like we all knew it was a trap. Did you think it was a trap?
Well, obviously, yes,
And you
because
think
they're
they were gonna
they're
lose?
the upsets of the college football
Spoilmakers.
world. The Spoilmakers. That's a perfect nickname.
Spoiler
They're the
makers.
spoiler makers. Exactly.
All right, Ohio State.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you can't argue about Ohio State.
Next. That's all I gotta say on that.
So you guys got Penn State.
Yep. Last game of the year, Penn State.
What bowl do you guys think you're gonna get? You guys think you're gonna play New Year's Day?
The
I would love to
championship.
see a New Year's Day bowl. I don't
Definitely
know.
not the college football
Not
playoff.
the college football playoff, unless seeds 5 through 11 lose, which that won't happen. But I'm hoping a New Year's Day bowl. That'd be a lot of fun.
Because even that, you can't even get in without the Big Ten championship game. You can't get there anyways.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm already happy with the season. I didn't think we'd get close to the wins. I thought we were going to be like closer to 500. I had no idea what to expect.
But
Our
they also-
offense is explosive. Defense needs to be worked on. That's the
Need some
priority.
corners.
And
Need
Yes,
some corners
that's what we need.
bad.
Is the corners.
And you also, you guys might need a little bit more money because you paid Mel Tucker a lot of money.
I mean, Tuck coming, guys. Tuck coming. He
He's
is
on.
worth it. Keep
10
on shopping.
10
On track.
years, $95 million though. That's almost more than Saban.
Look what he did. Look what he's turned the program
In
around.
2 years though.
Yeah.
Really?
He's turned it around.
I just, I don't know. I'm glad he didn't leave.
I'm
for
happy
the-
we got a head coach sticking around for a while that we all like, though.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't leave for the LSU or USC job.
He wasn't going to.
Yeah.
LSU.
He's already talked about it. He's staying. He didn't come to Michigan State for 2 years and gone. He's come there to build something, which he's been doing. And he's been working even off the games, recruiting. Follow his
Fair.
Instagram page, follow Michigan State Instagram. This guy never stops grinding.
Yeah. Michigan, you. Yeah, it's besides Michigan State.
Honestly, they've been really well.
Well,
It's
Kenneth
sad to
Walker-
say
It's
they've been
been
really well.
so nice to watch, but it's been so iffy for me so many times. Not saying like that I'm not confident that Michigan's going to be able to take a game. It's more of just like
They're taking the L for sure.
tomorrow.
Yes.
You're talking about against Ohio State?
No way. It's a rivalry.
No.
Do you know how insane it's going to be if Michigan wins? Jim Harbaugh's first win against Ohio
No
State.
shot.
They're going
No-
to make it to the college
no
football
shot.
playoffs.
in
No
general.
shot. Ohio State's gonna beat them.
That's going to be,
Olave-
even though I'm MSU, that's a must-watch game, guys. I mean, come on.
Definitely.
That's-
It'll be a little better than
Do you pay
MSU
attention to
versus
Western
Ohio
or no?
I think so, too.
I mean, a little bit. I'm not like that.
You guys suck.
Oh, my gosh.
You guys absolutely suck.
Where's your hockey team?
Our hockey team,
Where's your hockey team?
D3.
Hey, hey, Ben,
We're D3.
we just beat State in hockey.
Yeah.
Who?
Our
Central.
hockey team.
That's
Central.
bad.
Yeah, they're guys
Club
they
team?
cut from the varsity team or the D1
It's
team
still
that
a
plays-
win.
Our club.
But your
we
football
don't have a
team
D1
sucks.
team. We just
We
have a
have the
club.
same record as you.
No, you don't.
After you lose today, you will.
And this is why
Okay.
we decided to do the last show, just
What?
so we could roast each other.
Who's got the victory cannon? Huh? We do. We went to your house.
How many years did it take you to beat us? Try 6 years.
It was 3. Try again. It was 3 years. No, it was 3 years. I would know. I go there. You don't go to college.
I'm
It's okay.
changing my hot take. We are all still the high schoolers we once were. We just want
You
to.
don't go to college, so you don't pay attention. Okay.
I'm not a diehard fan. He just wants to one-up me.
I heard you.
Yeah, I think the cannon.
I said it on purpose.
Anyway, but our football team's good. Central's team's good this year, considering what we went last year,
Only-
COVID year.
If only Buffalo did not fumble that snap.
Dude, don't even get me started on that. Who runs it in the shotgun from the 1? Really?
Shit, football team.
No,
It's
it was
Buffalo. I mean,
We
it's
just
Buffalo. We
Buffalo
can say
win.
that. I mean, you guys ended up helping us out. You guys beat Northern Illinois, but of course it didn't matter because
Yeah.
Buffalo needed to beat them.
Well, anyone can beat. What's his quarterback? They use that.
Rocky
stat.
Lombardi.
Anyone
No,
can
we-
beat him.
We were up 18 and we lost. We had a game-winning field goal to kick.
And it went right through the
Holder.
holder's hands.
Oler didn't even catch the ball.
It just went right through.
Oh, no.
And we lost. But so I think we're gonna get a good bowl game. If we beat Eastern, we'll be 8-4.
We're gonna get a bowl game.
Maybe get the potato bowl.
The potato.
Hey, we'll be
I
playing.
want the Duke's
Well,
Mayo Bowl. I don't know if
no.
you guys have ever seen that.
We'll
They
be
just
playing on the
eat
blue
tubs of
field.
mayo at the
Ew.
end of the game. It's disgusting.
But no,
That's
Central will be
gross.
playing on the blue field though against Boise State. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, that'd be dope.
That would be cool. That would be cool. That or I hope they get Quick and Lane.
That's a big one.
Just so we can see them
Yeah.
in Detroit. That'd be pretty cool. So fantasy football this year. I know all 5 of us are playing.
What a year of fantasy football it's been.
Right.
You surprisingly are doing good.
I think the MVP is second round pick Jonathan Taylor.
Okay.
Everyone passed on him. I'm like, I'll screw
Jonathan Taylor.
53 points you had with them last week, and you still
Yes.
lost.
because of the
Against
Dallas
me.
Cowboys offense screwed me over. But it's okay. It's been fun for all of us, so we're all pretty competitive right now.
Yeah,
Honestly, we
we're
all
all
are.
we're all winning ish. You're not winning yet. You're under 500. You're
I
5
won
and
one
6.
game.
Yeah, you're 5. Yeah,
It's competitive.
you'll
Fantasy
get there.
football's
You'll get there.
competitive.
You're almost there.
Injuries.
You have to
Lack-
live in the number one.
Lack
overall
of depth on his roster.
It's working
pick. No,
out
he
great.
does not have lack of depth.
It's working out great.
Daryl Henderson, CMC,
He had-
and Cordell Patterson.
He has no wide receivers on his bench.
Well, yeah, but the only bad
Surprisingly.
part is that if Cordarrelle's injured,
Yeah.
then I have to play that, and I have to find a wide receiver to put in the flex, and then CMC will be injured, so I
I
have
have
to
only-
find another wide receiver to put in the flex.
I only have wide receivers on my bench.
Every week
I've
I've
had to
had
start-
at least one injured running back.
I've had to start Mike Davis every week.
That's sad.
That's rough.
That's
Every
rough.
week.
I'm not gonna lie. That's rough. Well, not as rough as
Somehow I'm in third place,
Hey, there you go.
but
Justin Herbert.
that's
helping
because,
you.
that's
Yeah.
because I haven't scored enough points. Though, overly
Mm.
few.
For everybody that doesn't know, too, by the way, Aaron's best player, Derrick Henry, sadly got injured too. So that's been a little bit rocky for him. But he's still hanging in there, though.
Yeah. So when Derrick Henry got hurt, I absolutely just blew up the nucleus of my team.
He really did. He went
I-
trades and pickups
I
everything.
I made one trade prior to Derrick Henry getting hurt, and since Derrick Henry's gotten hurt, I've made 6 trades.
Holy
in three weeks.
moly. That's a general manager right there trying to get.
I mean,
one
I
of his
had to.
franchise.
I had to. I mean, I had Devontae Adams. I had to trade him away because I had to get running backs. I got AJ Dillon and Gibson. I ended up getting Thielen back, which
Sorry,
is not,
touchdown machine.
which is a combo for Kirk.
You went kind of crazy last week.
Cousins is playing really good. He's
Yeah.
Cousins-
Fantasy wise, yes, but there's always still that one conversation about consistency and big
Yeah.
moments. But always fantasy. You can always count him in fantasy. He's got
Oh, yeah,
a
'cause
great offense.
and Tyler Conklin, man. Yeah, he's been good this
Fire
year. I tell you what.
Fire up.
Jefferson, Thielen. Thielen's been good this year. Thielen's been really good this year. Dalvin Cook, not so much.
Just the
so-
touchdowns. He's not getting any touchdowns.
Yeah.
When has he been good?
Last year.
Last
he was
year when he was
insanely
healthy.
good last year.
And anyone was good in COVID year.
That's a good point.
Wow, that's Ben's hot take, guys.
Yeah.
Ben's
He's
hot
not
take.
entirely wrong.
He's not
though.
lying. It's let's talk about that. Just the competitiveness from NFL translating over to fantasy. That's the year after COVID. People coming back, you're gonna see it
I
affect.
feel like waiver wires have been hot this year.
Yes, it has been. People are caring a lot more, and that's awesome.
There's
That's
a
what we
lot
love
of
to
big
see.
injuries this year.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always big injuries every year, but I feel like the ones that happened this year are just like
Please don't stop reminding me of
I
Derrick
mean, there's
Henry.
like Clyde,
You mean Derrick Henry's
Henry,
Almost season
CMC.
ending. He may come back for the playoffs.
He's coming back.
He may. We got to see how
Nick
he
He
Chubb,
will be back.
Alvin Kamara,
Alvin Kamara.
all these big running backs.
That's why I'm praying I string together a couple wins down the stretch and I get a bye, so hopefully Henry comes back.
Yeah, that's gonna be huge for you.
Just string a couple
Honestly,
together.
If you want to talk about fantasy takes or hot takes, Jonathan Taylor's been just awesome, just for everybody that has him.
He's been really good this
He's been
year.
really good. The Colts are finally believing in him instead of using more of the committee, especially now that, I mean,
He's a beast.
he's a
I feel like it's just because they kind of figured it out with their lineup now.
Mhm.
That it's not just like, okay, we need to find somebody to fill this role. It's okay, we're gonna trust this guy for a week and see what he does, and if he does good, he's staying.
Well, plus they got the offensive line together too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been health.
They
Health
formed-
issues are coming back together for them.
They formed their offensive line. They got Eric Fisher on that offensive
Oh
line.
yeah.
And Quentin Nelson.
So I mean, it's that's going to be a good offensive line. You have those guys, Fisher and Nelson. Of course, that's going to be a good offensive line. Colts have been surprising. What team? Real quick, we'll go around the circle here, starting with
Alright.
Ben. What team has been the most disappointing for you besides Detroit?
NFL wise,
Yes.
disappointing.
That's a terrible question to ask me. You know I don't watch the NFL.
Just name a team. I don't care.
We'll judge you.
We'll judge you if.
Disappointing. I'm gonna say the Rams because everyone hyped them up. They should be undefeated technically.
Yeah, they had a couple
Dang.
disappointing games.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
They got blown out by San Fran,
I think that's
and then a
okay.
couple more bad losses. I think
They also got blown out by the Cardinals.
that was a very bad loss. And
That was
they
bad.
just lost to the
Should have lost
Titans.
to the
They
Lions.
just lost to the Titans recently.
Yeah,
Disappointing. Look at that. I just totally guessed.
and that was a pretty solid guess.
Yeah.
All right, what about your Panthers? They've been.
Yep.
I'm back.
Thankfully. Thank the Lord. No offense to
You know, like
Sam
the
Darnold,
Darnold era.
but dude, CMC went down and Darnold just went.
Terrible, dude.
Like, I
Yeah,
don't
that
know
was
if it's
bad.
because he relied so much on
Sam
Christian
Darnold is
McCaffrey,
Sam
or it was just because like having him there just made the team that much better.
No, it's a direct correlation. Sam Darnold's first 3 weeks, amazing. Like you
Yeah,
literally like
They were
led.
fantastic.
He led the league in like rushing touchdowns. or
He,
something like
he
that.
lit
And
up
then
the,
CMC goes down.
Yeah,
Terrible game.
that's it.
Terrible
He
game. Terrible
he
game.
lit up the Cowboys.
Oh,
Darnold did. Oh my
That
god.
was awesome to see.
That was
Cowboys
awesome.
still won.
Still, he
He still played a good game.
He still had a really good game.
Having Christian McCaffrey, I feel like, is what makes the Panthers. But now that they have Cam Newton, it's going to be who's going to be running the ball more, in my opinion. Is Cam going to keep doing what he did previous years? Is he just going to keep the ball and go, or is he going to actually?
Well, he's getting older.
I mean, he's
Oh,
played
yeah,
with-
he's
he's played
getting
with
older.
CMC before. He knows what to do.
That's
They
why
know how
I'm
to
kind
play
of
with each
thinking
other.
like
So I think
him
they'll be
being
alright.
there is going to turn it around because they've
Yeah.
already got the team chemistry and they've already got everything there. But now I'm
Everybody
also worried
supports
about
Cam.
DJ Moore not getting as much touches.
Yeah.
You got to worry about that for every player, though.
Right.
Yeah, I just worry about DJ Moore because I got him on my fantasy team.
I kind of got two. I would say like the Giants are a very big disappointment for all the off-season moves that they made. They're pretty
Yeah, Kenny Galladay.
I was actually
Kenny
thinking about that
Galladay,
too.
like their wide receivers are pretty.
And then their
good.
defense wasn't as good as last year so far.
No.
And my other one is like the Bills. I would say like I'm not like so disappointed, but like
They should
they're
have more
so
wins.
shaky. Like
They
yeah,
should have way
You
more
never know
wins.
what you're about to get out of them. They're either
Jackson.
gonna drop like 40 or like
10.
6.
Yeah.
They dropped like
6.
6 points against
True.
the Jaguars. I mean,
Speaking of that, you saying your Jaguars?
oh no, they got a long. They've had so many disappointing
when
things
have they
already
been
this
good?
season. They got a long way to think. Honestly,
They have not been good.
2015 maybe.
Oh yeah, 2015. That was the last time they were good.
I don't watch football.
I kind of snubbed me with the Giants pick. I
The
was gonna
Giants.
pick. The only reason I'm going to say this team is just because of what we seen last year. I still
Okay.
think this team will be okay, but the Washington football team. I mean,
You just Washington. Don't say they're other names.
just the Washington.
Just say Washington.
Just
Okay.
Washington, because they had everybody coming into the season healthy. They're free agents, right? Everybody's been getting hurt. And then
Chase Young goes down. Okay.
Curtis Samuel, Ryan Fitzmagic, and then just their defense
I
from
think he's
last
been
year.
playing solid.
Yeah, but
He hasn't
it's
been playing
not.
great. He's been playing solid.
Yeah, but when it correlates to the record, that's why I'm more disappointed because your
Yeah.
hype defense from last year
Yes. No,
has
I
not
agree.
been translating this year.
I agree.
I was
No, I agree.
actually, I was really going to say the Giants because of the exact series, but otherwise I can't think of any because otherwise it's been very competitive this year in the NFL.
Yeah, no, I agree with Washington. It's McLaurin's been banged up a little bit.
Yeah.
McLaurin's been banged up, but he's still playing.
No good Thomas.
Gibson's been playing pretty good.
But he's had the 5 fumbles already. That's
Yeah,
not
he's
good.
been playing
That's
good.
been costing him.
He's
some
also got
plays.
McKissick. Got McKissick, right? You got McKissick in there. Logan Thomas, that was a huge blow. Curtis Samuel, like you said. But other guys like Steven Sims, they've been stepping up.
Yeah,
Those guys have been
solid,
stepping
but
up.
they need to get that to the win column. though.
Defense has just been,
That's it.
yeah, defense is absolutely
Big
full.
disappointment.
Yep.
Big disappointment.
Yeah, it hasn't been good.
Supposed to be top 5 defense.
Oh, I dropped them after week 3 of fantasy because they got me negative points. So
Yeah.
That's
not-
whenever a
Yeah, I
defense gives you negative. That's
I think they could definitely roll on, especially with the
Yeah.
NFC East still not showing a clear person yet with the
Yeah.
Cowboys. Anything can happen in that division still.
You're not gonna like me for saying this one.
What are you gonna say, the Steelers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
Yeah,
surprised.
Steelers have been disappointing a little
well, you
bit.
tied to the Lions, so yeah, that's a disappointment.
I mean, well, just because they're not using Najee enough, in my opinion.
They use Najee so
I think they're
much.
using him too much.
I
That's
think the
what
problem is
they
they
use
use him
him
so much. They don't have anyone
What was
else
it?
to
They use
Two
him
rely
weeks
on.
ago,
they
almost
use
had
him-
a torn ACL because he just
They-
refused to go down.
Dude.
For real.
They use him enough in the passing game. They don't hand him the ball enough.
Yeah, he doesn't
Okay.
run that much.
Okay.
He
yeah.
should be running the ball at least 30 times a game.
That's what you get with a bad offensive
Okay.
line.
Well, if he's
Yeah.
catching the ball and nobody else's, why wouldn't you throw
Well,
it to him?
I think it's also been
Hey,
because
just take it away from Deontay.
it's also
That's
because
making
Big
me
Ben
sad.
Roethlisberger. I don't know if
Deontay
he can
Johnson
throw the ball
sucks.
accurately past 5 yards.
Guy's terrible.
Jared Goff actually might be better than Ben Roethlisberger.
Okay,
At this
don't
point.
give Jared.
Whoa!
Whoa, no.
If we were
Don't
just to
give
look at him right
don't
now,
give
Van
Jared
Dyke-
Goff that much
yeah,
credit.
One of them's more injured than the other slightly. I mean, one of them's like,
Okay,
what,
Ben
50?
Roethlisberger's also 39 years
Hey,
old.
well, I said
He's 41.
He's 41.
I looked it up because I wanted to see how old he was. He's
Dude,
41.
he's trying to pass up Jason.
That makes it even worse.
I think
Alright,
with
well-
the Steelers, I'm not obviously everyone knows I'm a huge fan, but I'll just
No,
say
really?
this one thing. Everyone on a lot of people on defense aren't coming back, so we'll see how they go. But I totally agree. Obviously, they're a big disappointment.
I just want to see if they re-sign Miles Killebrew. That's all I want to see.
Yeah, should we have some?
Because he blocked the punt against the Chargers. That was good.
Yep.
We like block punts.
He's been playing good. So
I think
Real-
all the teams we said are valid disappointments. See how they do the rest of the season.
now, real quick, team that has surprised you the most, Jake. What's over to you
surprised me the most.
so far?
I mean, I feel like the clear choice here is probably the Patriots.
Oh man, I was gonna take them.
All right, who was all gonna say the Patriots?
I wasn't. I actually wasn't.
They're-
I guess I could spin this a little different way. I could say that the Chiefs
Been surprising, or this it's
like they've been surprising on how bad they played in a couple games.
valid. Okay.
Everyone thought they'd be so dominant, but they're
Yeah.
only
At
like,
one
what,
point, I
7-4?
said that they weren't going to make the playoffs. That was my hot take.
Oh.
But that was like 5 weeks ago.
Yeah, you spoke a little bit too soon, my friend.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I thought the clear choice would have been Cincy.
Yes, I gotta go with Cincy too, man.
But it's fun.
Forgot about that.
Everyone thought Jamar Chase was a bust after the preseason, but all he does now is catch
He's a
touchdowns.
beast.
Shout out to Zach.
And then,
Of course,
I don't know.
he's gonna get us a
oh yeah, man, everyone trashed him when I picked him too. But I'm just saying.
Their
But
offensive line
otherwise,
still is not that good.
yeah, but they just need consistency through all their players, especially Joe Mixon, because once they get that going, Joe Burrow will light it up, and then just good.
Get all three receivers.
Oh, yeah, they got
Boyd, Higgins, Chase.
great receivers, and then just to have
Joe
a
Mixon's been
decent
going
defense,
crazy.
and then
I know.
they're gonna be, I think, all right. It's gonna be a very competitive AFC North this year. Everyone's above 500, I think, right now.
Yes.
So very competitive. See how
Even
it
the
goes.
Steelers
But
with
Cincy's
that-
very surprising.
Even the Steelers with that tie.
That's what a tie does.
I mean, I'm seeing surprises all over the place. If we're talking surprises that are good, honestly, I'm feeling Carolina right now, as in the last week,
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
just
Oh, boy.
because
This is vintage
who
right here.
expected Cam Newton to actually come back and to have
loved-
that kind of performance?
I loved when he ran in just.
No, you didn't. Come on.
I mean, he's with Carolina, but he just looks good in that
But
jersey.
who
I'm not gonna
expected
lie.
them to actually want to sign him back?
No, it's
Only
kind of
Carolina
interesting.
would.
True.
Only
True.
Carolina would have.
I mean, Vegas has
I was
been
pretty
surprising.
surprised.
They have been very
Honestly, I saw
Vegas
that
has been
signing
good.
and I was like, okay, I guess we're gonna win this week if he's as dominant as he was in the past with Carolina. And then I saw it, and then that happened. But I mean, honestly, a truly surprised team was Cincy, and then Brian showed up and said, "Yeah, Cincy," and I was like,
I thought that was a clear choice.
All right, take a shot in the dark. All right, let's see who you come
"We're
up
gonna
with.
judge you on this one now."
Let's see who you come up with.
All right, I'm honestly gonna go with the Packers though.
Okay.
Because of the whole
They're all
offseason.
hurt too.
beef, I guess you could say, with Aaron Rodgers and all that. You didn't know what everyone's mindset was going to be. And then they just come in and be normal, Green Bay Packers from Wisconsin.
Normal.
I think that was probably the best NFL take you've ever had in 5 years.
I just was trying to think of who was good right now, and I know the Packers are always good, so.
True. So now, figure the 5 years.
Valid.
It is the 5th year anniversary of the show. I can't believe it's been 5 years already. And I want to know, get just open talk. Your best moments on your favorite moments on or off the show.
I mean, I think one of my favorite moments is our first guest ever on the show that I was a part of, and that's our boy Damian Harris. I mean,
No. Damian Harris plays for the Patriots.
Oh, I'm sorry, Darian. I got fantasy in my head. I'm so sorry. Darian Harris has been like, I just remember the first show. We were still so young. We were
all
nervous, and I'm sure we didn't want to make fools of ourselves. And then all of a sudden, everything just goes so smoothly. We got him adequated with the show. We were having fun. We were all talking sports. We were talking about what he's doing, and just seeing all of us, including Darian, grow up now, see where we're all at. I think it's just been one
considering
heck of a
what
ride.
Darian's done,
Family man,
Fan-
working
fa-
with MSU, just everything he does
Came
for
along for that ride.
communities.
Absolutely.
I think that's been one of my honestly favorite moments.
How about you?
Darian Harris.
My upset takes. I probably have like 5% correct, and like they're all usually wrong, but I like slamming things or my hand on the table and saying upset, even though it's probably wrong majority of
Surprised
the
you
time.
never broke the table once.
Or even
I'm
flip
not
it,
strong enough to break
Like,
that.
That was a
table.
pretty flimsy table. We
Yeah,
could've
remember how the
easily flipped it
tabletop
over.
could have just came
Yeah,
off like
we
that? I'm
could've.
surprised he didn't hit it hard enough and it would just fall off completely.
Well, if you would have let me do like a Buffalo Bills, I would have
No.
maybe broke it.
Never,
But
never.
Well, the Bills were also bad back then, so it wasn't, you couldn't really do it.
they
How
still
was
break tables.
That when they had
that,
like
though.
Tyrod Taylor?
Yeah.
That was when they just...
He's
Yeah.
a beast. For
What's his name?
Houston.
Calvin Benjamin?
Dude, he's never been bad, to
True,
be honest.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Calvin.
Let's say you.
Honestly, just getting that first text, like, hey, can you come help me with this thing?
Yeah,
And
that
then-
that was in the very, very, very beginning.
Being
That was the second show, I
in
think.
my shirt and tie, getting ready to go to a basketball game, and then, hey, can you come help me with this real quick? And I was like,
Yeah.
okay. And I showed up in the room, and then, honestly,
It just took off.
got me to here.
I wanted you back.
Yeah, it
And
was a
it
lot
just
of
took
fun.
off from there, and then we, took you, and you had, none of this beard or anything like that, just baby faced. And,
One of the best
all
things
that.
I've been a part of in high school. Not-
yeah.
Did you ball out that game?
Every game.
Of course, every game.
Jacob?
I think my favorite moments were definitely hearing your takes, Aaron. Some of your very, very hot takes.
Yeah, I've had quite a few over the years.
I feel like they don't feel like hot takes to you, but sometimes they're
I know some of them have been.
A little steamy.
No, some of
just
mine.
like getting worked up, talking, shooting the crap with each other.
Yeah.
Just like it's no better.
Honestly,
I mean,
yeah.
what friends are friends if you don't talk crap about sports to each
And
other?
what's a sports talk show if you don't talk crap to each other?
Yeah.
Ratings, man. ratings.
The conversation with
ratings.
Joe.
Oh man,
We
Oh,
need to
no.
explain this. So this was before we even had cameras. We were talking like
It was still
radio
rolling,
people.
I think we have that clip.
Do we?
You do have the clip.
We have that clip. Let's roll it.
The reason that he has consistent. Have you
He's
ever
out-
seen Michael Jordan go to 6 straight finals?
No, but
No,
he's
I don't
won-
think
but he's
so.
won 3 titles more than that's better than LeBron.
Point is, you ever see
Michael
Larry? You ever
Jordan's
see? You
better
ever
than
see? You
LeBron.
ever see Larry Bird go to 6 straight finals?
No, but he's tied LeBron.
Was that no? Did I hear a no? Have I seen Kawhi win 4 MVPs or 6 straight NBA Finals appearances? I don't think so.
Because Kawhi hasn't been in the
Have
league
I
as
seen
long.
Tim Duncan or the Spurs have 6 straight finals? I don't think so. Have I seen 4 straight, or not 4 straight, but have I seen 4 MVPs?
Have I seen
I
Tim
don't
Duncan
think so.
win 5 rings? Yeah, I have. Have I seen LeBron win 5 rings? Nope.
Or is it 6 straight finals?
No, I don't care about 6 straight finals.
Do you?
At least Tim Duncan didn't leave his city again. Oh, come on, he didn't leave his city. Tim Duncan did not leave his city. LeBron left to get 2 of his rings,
Yeah.
and he came back to get 1. Tim
Yeah.
Duncan stayed in 1 city to get 5.
And this matters where?
And this man is where
You watch football more than anything, but you don't care about people leaving their franchises in football.
Okay, Peyton.
Makes
okay,
if you
you're
think
basically-
if you're
pointing out
gonna
Peyton
if you're
Manning.
gonna yell at
Peyton
LeBron
Manning was
about being
injured.
loyal, Peyton Manning left his team.
Peyton Manning did not leave his team.
But he's still the GOAT, right?
You
Psych
can
Tom
shut
Brady.
Up. Shut up. Peyton Manning
Psych.
did not leave his team.
He did.
No, he didn't.
Technically, he did leave the Colts and go to Denver.
Guy, Indianapolis dumped him.
I mean, LeBron dumped Cleveland. Big deal.
He didn't dump him. He wanted to leave. Because they weren't winning.
He was on a break.
They weren't winning, so it wouldn't please the poor baby. So...
I mean, what did Peyton do when he couldn't win with Indy no more?
He went to
He
Denver.
left.
Okay.
Answer is he left.
He didn't left. Indy dumped him because he got hurt.
He
Do
left.
Can you read? Do you know how to read?
I do.
Okay, then go read.
Joe
why
knows
Indy
how
dumped
to
him.
read.
Good point. You're not on the mic, so. I know. So come on, you just sound so stupid.
You're
Everything
delusional.
that comes out
You are
everything
delusional.
that comes out of your mouth right now is so asinine that it's.
So the fact that I think that Golden State and Cleveland are going to go again is delusional.
Yes.
So, my favorite going back. My favorite moment is probably just the stuff that we weren't doing on camera, just us goofing around in the studio.
Yeah.
Like for one, when Brian got his shoelace stuck in the chair.
I was actually going to bring that up as my least favorite
and he
moment.
he fell off the stage, and remember the chair went with him.
Yep.
No.
And he goes, and the kid, he just sticks his foot up on camera. I got caught in my shoe.
I don't know how you get the loop stuck in the chair. I was actually about to say that was my least favorite moment if we were going to do that.
That was
I was just
probably one
going
of
to say that just...
That is Scott. Scott's shot coming in and making us laugh.
The corniest
The
jokes
corniest-
makes us laugh. It's
Red.
his laugh. No,
Smells
it's
like
his
blue
laugh.
paint.
It was his laugh. It was this humongous
Red paint.
buff dude with the funniest laugh you ever hear.
That was, yeah. Those were just some of my just. I remember when I first got Snapchat and we were sitting down at the desk, and you guys were trying to explain to me how it worked.
Snap. Oh wait, he does have a snap now.
Yes, I do.
Alright, you're a little like 6 years late, but
Do you know how confused he was on how to use it?
Oh my
It took me 20 minutes to
there's
figure.
one button.
He said, "How do I see my messages?" Aaron, you don't see your messages on Snapchat. Unless you...
What are you?
There's one button.
What are you doing?
He doesn't know how to use it. I'm leaving.
There's another button that has a little
How does he not
thing
know?
and then an arrow.
Aaron, all you need to know is how to push a button and how to swipe left and right. That's all you need to know how to do.
Oh
He's like,
no.
I want to see my story. I want to see my story.
You know how to use it now, though.
Yes,
Let's
man,
go.
I know how to use it.
We really
Okay,
have grown up.
I've grown up in that sense. Okay, especially with my major and all that kind of stuff. So I think you have a segment prepped or something. I don't know,
One of our favorite segments ever that we love to do to our guests, the rapid fire segment.
but I'm not a guest.
You're the host. It's the
True.
last show ever.
Yeah, why not?
We never really got to ask this kind of questions on air. So
Cool.
you, the viewers, will finally get to see the answers.
Hmm.
First question. Favorite pastime to do after a long day of homework and studying? I know there's so many.
Yeah, there's a lot. Honestly, probably just lift, get a good lift in or workout, something like that.
Like to hear it.
Yeah, something like that.
All right. I know this answer, but you guys don't know. Favorite Star Wars trilogy?
Stop. I can see where this is going. Just quit it. What was the question again? Because
Favorite
these two
Star
idiots are making
Wars trilogy.
prequels.
Yep.
Prequels.
Favorite building or place at Central Michigan?
It's got to be the Moorhall TV studio in the newsroom.
And
That's-
explain to everybody why that is.
Isn't that after? I'm not sure.
Okay.
Isn't
I just want to see if we can
I'm
get
just-
the scoop early
No,
on,
no,
but
no.
can't get it yet. Now, here's the situation. You don't have Battlefront. It broke, you lost it, whatever. Would you rather play Madden or 2K?
Can I go rebuy Battlefront?
No. It's completely erased off the face of the earth.
Oh, man, 100%.
Madden.
So I can beat you again in it?
Ooh.
Dang,
we haven't
cutting
played-
into the rapid fire
We haven't played in
segment
2
over
months.
here.
Alright.
Come over again. I'll
That's
beat
fair.
you. I'll beat you.
Challenge initiated. Favorite Super Bowl memory? Any Super Bowl favorite memory from a Super Bowl?
Probably my favorite one was the Malcolm Butler interception.
Against
And-
Seattle?
Yeah, and me and my friend Trevor, we were just absolutely going nuts, and we running all the way around the house upstairs, and we ran down down here because the TV was behind live, and we were going one more time, and we watched it live. That was so much. And probably Super Bowl 50 and Super Bowl 51. Obviously, seeing Peyton win, and then Super Bowl 51. We had a couple people stay until the half, and the Patriots were down 28-3. And as soon as they left, everything just happened. Everything just happened, and rest is history.
Over the Atlanta Falcons.
Should have kicked him out sooner.
Yeah. Well, we wouldn't have got that great finish.
Two more questions left for you.
All right.
Your best or favorite sports memorabilia that you own?
Well,
You want to take a look at everything and like think about it first?
Man, that's a tough one. Probably the this, it's not on camera, but what we're looking at right now, the display case of cleats over there.
Yeah.
Or the Matthew Stafford towel.
That's gonna be a big one.
Matthew Stafford towel. That one's still holding up pretty good. So I'm looking at it right now. Signature's holding up still pretty well.
Does look pretty good, yeah.
After being covered in sweat for an entire practice. So
Gotta keep the value. Last question ever of the Rapid Fire 7. Aaron Gemmel.
Yes, sir.
What has been your all-time favorite hot seat moment?
Oh God.
We just talked about our favorites, but what's your number one favorite after all these years?
Oh man. All time. Oh my gosh, it's 5 years. It's 5 years. It's over like close to 150 shows that we did. Man, you're making me think about this one.
Yes.
Yeah, you stumped me on that one.
He's been through a lot more than we all have. So he's definitely got a lot more.
Just favorite moment or moments.
Either or. Your show.
I would probably say my favorite moments are stuff that I do behind the scenes. To be honest, contacting guests, booking all that kind of stuff, getting them on, and just doing the editing and doing all that kind of stuff. And the high school days, just staying around after school, editing it, staying around the studio, all that kind of stuff. Those are some of the stuff that's stuff that I'm really gonna miss. Stuff that I miss now. I mean, I don't have that kind of studio, so I don't have that kind of studio that we originally started out in. So something like that, but most part, just doing it with you guys. You guys were everything, but not getting into that yet. So we still got a little bit more show to go.
A little bit.
So
that was your final Rapid Fire 7, everybody.
That's it. Thanks.
You're welcome.
So I think you got a couple more questions.
Like we said, we've been through so many people throughout the show, all these guests, but we never really got to ask our main guy any questions.
I am me, yes.
So I think it's time. Obviously, this is the last show of the not the Rapid Fire 7, Hot Seat Sports Talk. But I kind of talked about it earlier. What's with your new studio thing at Central? Talk a little bit about what's going on there.
So I'm the Tuesday sports anchor for New Central up there. It's a newscast that goes out Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Friday. Because Wednesday, Thursday is a show called Central View Live. Central View Live is a show about just like entertainment, like music, movies, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. News Central's like your hardcore, like you would see like on ABC, NBC, all that kind of stuff.
Like a local news thing.
Kind of like Channel 7 around here, right? Kind of like that. You have your news anchors, you have your meteorologists, you have your sports. That's what I do on Tuesdays. I'm also on Sports Central. Do a lot of stuff behind the scenes. That's a taped show, kind of like this. It's an ESPN one. They have a lot of corny bits, just like we've had over the years, right? Because of with those frozen. Remember those frozen hat, the frozen Christmas hat, and the straw cowboy hat that you had to wear all the time.
I liked wearing that.
Okay.
Yeah, do you have it right now? I'll put it on.
No, I can't find it. And then working with CMU Athletics, I'm hoping to starting in January to be their sideline reporter for men's and women's basketball. So there's a reason why this show's ending. It's not just because I'm burnt out. It's just because I got a lot of other stuff to do.
I was going to ask something about that in a little bit, but before that, I also want to ask. I hear that your new major is, I believe, journaling.
Yeah, it is. It's journaling. My dearest Gwendolyn. No.
I'm not used to being the host, guys. Come on, cut me some slack. Cut me some
Yeah,
slack.
it's okay. You've only been the host twice in 5 years.
Exactly.
That's
I'm a little
because that's what
rusty.
I was
I'm a little
saying.
rusty. I mean, I bet there's juggling.
And then you guys had to call me when I was at home sick. How do we do this?
Yeah. See what we have to do when he's not here? I mean,
How do we run the camera?
we
How
don't
do
know
we
what
click
we're
the start
doing
button?
here. We don't know what we're doing. But yeah, talk about your new major. What you want to do in regards to your new major.
Yeah, so math and science suck.
They do, yes.
Yeah, so they, in my eyes, they do. Realized it wasn't for me. Made the change this past summer. Figured might as well do something that I love. Made the change, and first semester, it's getting adjusted to the culture, adjusted to the life, but it's been great so far. It was really good.
That's what it's about, though. You gotta find something that you like, find something that you can stick with, and say,
Obviously, you
hey,
know what
I
you're
wanna
doing
do this.
here, too.
Yeah.
So.
Right, yeah. So, just real quick, let's just run all the majors that we're going into. Jake, what are you going into?
Double majoring in marketing and logistics management.
Your boy here is an electrical engineering major.
Too smart for all of us.
Yeah.
Trying. I do like math though, but it is hard.
Broadcasting major, minor in journalism.
I am going into sports marketing, sports management, business marketing,
esports
business management,
and esports.
Esports marketing, and esports management.
So he's gonna give us the sweet seats when there's a game.
I mean, I do sell Pistons tickets. I do work for the Pistons.
And last but certainly not least, this guy.
I don't go to school anymore. I just clean schools. So my wife, when we're older, she don't gotta be a housewife. I'll be good at that.
Cleaning.
I respect that, man.
To all the ladies out there, there you go.
There you go. Don't leave him hanging.
Don't leave him hanging. Don't leave him hanging. Come on.
Boom.
Don't leave him hanging. So,
I want to hear one more question from you.
Okay, go ahead.
We're all burning to have this question answered. Why is this fabulous show ending, my friend?
Well, it's because of, like I said, I got a lot on my plate. Right?
He really does.
I got a lot on my plate. The hours that I between classes and everything that I do, it takes so much time. And I just think 5 years, 5 years exactly.
Some shows don't run for 5 years.
That's a hell of a run. At 5 years, 7 seasons.
That's awesome.
That's more than half. That's more than half of the TV shows make.
Yeah, exactly.
And typically, podcasts and all that kind of stuff do. It's longer than what they usually do, and I'm just happy that all of us have stuck around this long to do it. So,
I mean, yeah, I'm happy for everything you've been able to do for us. I'm hoping everyone understands, but yeah, he really does just everything for us. So everyone just needs to appreciate all the work you've done.
Thank you.
Because it's
Thank
been
you.
one
Appreciate it.
heck of a ride.
Thank you.
Yes.
You don't have to put the clapping sound effects.
Awkward clapping.
Yes. So I have to ask one question before your final thoughts. I gotta ask, what happened? What happened to Team Shower? Like, what happened?
We could just rewind the tape to what Aron said.
The water bill got a little too expensive for my liking, so we just had to cut that off real fast.
It came down to a bunch of scheduling things when we all went back to school and everything. I mean, we still could make time if we tried hard enough, but
Maybe a comeback over Christmas?
I don't even know.
Come
I was thinking
on!
about it.
I'll be in.
I mean, that was a good quote-unquote spin-off. I mean, like, so
Yeah, we tried. It was fun though.
Yeah, that was
We
it.
tried to do our best.
Good little short little stint.
Those who
But
get
again,
the
look
joke
exactly
about
what
Team
happened
Shower,
without Aron. Look at
they
exactly
know
what happened.
though
What?
why we called it Team Shower. If you get the joke on why we called it Team Shower,
Okay. Okay.
I think all of you do. Maybe not. Maybe I'm the only one that knows.
You stink.
I mean,
No.
we were messaging each other for like an hour trying to come up with something.
I was at work, and while I was messaging you,
Yeah.
trying to come up with
Reclaim the
something.
school
And
showers.
then the
No, I'm not stepping inside those.
Fair point. Fair
that
point.
editing was a
So-
sometimes.
Time for final thoughts as we wrap up here. Jacob, final thoughts.
It's been a pleasure. I haven't been on the show in a while, but it's been great to see Aron grow this show into what it is nowadays. I swear every time I see you post something new about a guest, I'm like, no way this dude is on your show. Like, when I saw our President Davies on that, Bob Davies, I was like,
Yeah.
how? Like, how? And then, like, you got a couple awesome women's basketball recently. I'm like,
Yeah, Presley Hudson.
it's amazing.
Yeah. She was,
Very
she was
proud.
awesome.
Yeah, I'm very proud of, like, just the connections you grew and, like, people
Thanks,
brought
man.
in.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
All right.
Good seeing you, Jake.
thank
Been
you,
a
sir.
pleasure, my sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, with the fake tears.
Yeah.
Benjamin Howard Clark III.
Yes, sir.
I need to
Your-
hear this.
Your final thoughts,
My final thoughts.
if you have any thoughts.
It's
Any-
difficult
any-
sometimes.
Yeah, I know. It might be hard, but just if you can.
Yeah, you
See
know.
some
try to get that
emotion
brain
from it,
working.
some emotion.
Sometimes I wake up and I choose violence, but sometimes I don't. I don't know if that's one of those days, but no. I will miss doing the show. It was honestly fun. You know, you gotta have one guy that doesn't know what he's doing and just says the first thing that comes to his head. And I'm that guy. Very proud to be that guy. And yeah, that's really all I got.
All right.
So thank you, sir.
Don't forget your Gatorade bottle.
I'll leave it there.
Okay. Why not? Why not one more flash, huh? Senior Higgins.
We're down to us three.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like three of us have definitely been through a lot together. We've done a lot for this.
Yeah, we have.
This is something that we've done since the three of us together. When did we start that? Was that sophomore year?
Yeah, that was like
The
like
three
the
of us and Joe.
5th episode. Yeah, something like that.
Three
Yeah.
of us and Joe.
Yeah.
Something
Like
that
December of 2016. Mm-hmm.
definitely was something to look forward to every week in high school. Just kind of like hanging out with you guys, just messing around, just goofing around, and just talking.
Don't forget like the horse. Remember the horse races that we picked?
Oh my!
And every
I
time it ever-
hated those. I was lost.
Yeah, on the topic of horses, Ben. Come here for a second. Come here. Come here.
Oh
You already
my gosh,
signed off.
He's back.
Yeah, I know. I need him for a second.
He's back.
I'll stand over here.
He's
Alright,
back.
that works. So, Ben, you remember that wooden horse that you had?
Yeah.
I do believe that you owe us a lap around the track.
Yes, he
He didn't make the team. He didn't make the team.
You did? Are you? I don't know.
I think we should still see it.
I don't
I
know.
think we should still.
This sounds
see
like a team shower issue. It really does. So,
I'll do it, man.
but anyway, I remember you always just like you would take the little like the paper ball and just throw it as hard as you
Always
can at the
throwing
camera.
it at the camera.
Or your
playing
script.
With the little helmets. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's something that I'm never gonna really forget. Something I'm never gonna regret.
Well,
Something that I love.
well,
doing.
that you won't forget because they're all on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's never gone. It's always there.
Quick,
on the
like and
internet.
subscribe while they're still time.
Subscribe to
for
get
our-
no new updates, okay? So,
Yeah, it's something I
It was
love
an
doing
honor
with you
having you on.
guys. Never
Thanks-
gonna forget this.
thanks for filling in that one day.
Oh, for sure. It was definitely-
One day.
Thanks for filling in that one day, and that one day came in,
Yep.
turned into 5 years.
Yep. I
So,
love doing it.
absolutely. And then there were two. Me and you.
I mean, I don't know what else I could say. I think everybody knows. I've talked about this before.
Mhm.
We've been best friends for years.
Yeah.
I think meeting him and being on this show has made my love of sports grown. And for everybody that is watching, obviously loves sports. Sports is something that creates communities, creates bonding, creates friendship, and I think that is us in a nutshell. Like, I think everyone has said it best. You just had us around all these years, keeping us together, which is hard for a lot of people to do. In regards to a show and all this friendship,
Well, considering what we had after we graduated, we were all going different places,
exactly.
all different colleges. Pandemic happened, and look, and
Aaron and I were able to run a little bit during the
it
quarantine
had us,
time.
obviously it sucked. It still sucks, but obviously we're on the back end of that now. But during its full peak, it gave us a chance.
Mhm.
And all these athletes weren't doing anything. They weren't doing anything just like us.
Yeah.
So it gave us a chance.
Exactly. I mean, I think for this show to remember, like what we said, is yes, the show is ending today. This is our final episode, but it's not the final episode of all of our friendships. We're going to be around for a long time, and I think all that is really the center of
Probably
Aaron
probably longer
shouting
than
out
I
to
would
his
like.
parents, having to deal with all of us. It's just the Gemmel family in general. You guys have just been there for us a lot, and it just shows how much he's done for us. So, thank you, my friend, for everything you've done.
Thanks, buddy.
Set it off, man.
Yeah, let's sign it off. Well, that's all she wrote. Feels like yesterday me and Joe Arnold were recording the first ever show, just as a trial. That would go up on SoundCloud, right? And it would be be viewed by 5 people. Just viewed by little did I know what kind of journey I was embarking on. after the first show 5 years ago today, December 1st, 2016. Next week, Joe couldn't do the show. So like Eric said before, Eric Higgins stepped in and, wearing his dress shirt and tie for a JV game. So we brought him on board. Then a babyface guy named Brian Alder came aboard. So we figured, we'll keep him around too. And then it was 4 of us doing a show called Double A. And we made some changes. Me and Joe made some changes during our health class. We changed it to the Hot Seat Sports Talk. It's what it is today. Those days in the studios when we were in high school were the ones I remember the most. Bringing Jakob and Ben on after Joe's sudden departure. That was, but I knew those two were a bright light of comedy in their own different ways. Were coming along, and that was a fantastic addition. Season 2, I thought the show wasn't going to last. I didn't think. I didn't think it was going to last until after. I was thinking, what could we do? I was asking those guys, what could we do to try and help our ratings out? It wasn't until a former linebacker from Michigan State named Darian Harris came down and sat with us. And I tell you, I was so nervous. You could go watch that. I could barely get a sentence out. So now looking back, like the last show with Eddie Murray, just a conversation. This show's helped me so much become the person I am today, and everyone. I'm so fortunate to do it this long. Sure, the pandemic sucked for everybody, but it gave us a chance to come back and do the things that we did. For me, it's moving on for New Central, Sports Central, CMU Athletics, like I said. And I'm going to miss this show so damn much. I hope you enjoyed the journey of not only seeing me and my brothers growing up, but how the show evolved as well, and I'm so proud of both. Told myself not to get too upset about this, but as I'm saying goodbye to something that didn't exist, I don't know where I would be, as a person, as a broadcaster. So I like to thank Fraser High School, the Fraser Journalism Department, Mr. Jamie Flanagan, of course, of giving the show a shot, giving just a sophomore a shot to just try a podcast out, just try it out, and that's just what happened. I'll ever be grateful for everybody, like the crew that worked behind the scenes every week at Fraser, even if it was just one person or we had a full crew and a guest was in, no matter what. Thank you guys. And so here we go. Darren Harris, Tabor Pepper, Mark Hackle, Leah Sommerfield, Casey Lapata, Paul Davis, Brad Galley, Cameron Shook, Taylor Jones, Dr. David Richards, Kevin Watley, Jimmy Latona, Kyle Allegas, Jake Hardbarger, Darquez Denard, Shalik Calhoun, Chris Fry, Connor Cook, Herman Moore, Billy Sims, Deontez Alexander, Leo Kamadangi, Terrell Crosby, Zach Zinner, Will Harris, Big Joe Fourier, Dan Leach, Andy Appleby, Benny Fowler, Kyler Ellsworth, Stefan Logan, Demetrius Cox, Josh Gordy, Sam Martin, Ben Meljek, Andy Dirks, Max Hooper, Braden Burke, Kerry Louise, Kevin McKay, Grace Butler, CMU President Bob Davies, Tim Conway Jr., BJ Cunningham, Annie Agar, Katie Sadler, Sammy Mills, Jack Sheldon, John Mulshawn, Natalie Carlin, Colin Ledbetter, AJ Coleman, Riley Bola, Austin Shoemaker, Matt Carrick, Daniel D. Richardson, Tanara Moore, Cam Brown, Samantha K. Torrell, Jordan Patty, Jennifer the Hammer Hammond, Presley Hudson, and of course Lions legend Eddie Murray. This show would not be what it is without any of you guys. 50 guests in 5 years. So proud of what we all accomplished. To my co-hosts and more importantly my brothers, Joe Arnold, Benjamin Howard Clark, Jacob Donnelly, Eric Higgins, and Brian Alder. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you to my family, Grandma, Gigi, Coco, and Papa, those two watching me from above with Mike Sadler. My mom and dad, thank you so much for all your support since the beginning of this show. I can't wait to see what comes next in my career. Finally, for all the viewers out there, whether you've been with us since day one or whenever you came aboard, thank you for tuning in to some goofball high school kids in the beginning and then me and my guests at the end. I hope you enjoyed every show and interview me and my boys I've ever done. And with that, I'm your host, Aaron Gemmel. And this has been the Hot Seat Sports Talk. Goodbye.